that is...
It was in line with the ordinances already put in place through DuPage and McHenry, similar fee structures then.
And then, is this what we were talking about a year ago, the look of the antennas and the size?
That was part of it too.
That was part of it.
See, yeah, the first thing is, you're just saying that we have to look at our ordinances and try and make them look like what the state wants, right? We have to create a new ordinance, correct?
We have to create an ordinance that protects us.
Right.
Yes.
And so, until we see the actual ordinance, we won't know what it actually says. But on the other end of the just because the state says they're going to change something, they have a statute on state records that says that there's no unfunded mandates, and they break it all the time. We break statute when we gave permission for marijuana farming. You can go on and on about where government doesn't necessarily obey state laws. So when we get the ordinance, if there's something in it we don't like, we just don't put it in. And let them, you know, whatever happens, happens. But I mean, they can't make us do something that we don't want, and we haven't seen the actual language yet. So, you know, we can't, you know, I can't sit here and fight about it because I don't even know what it is.
Well,
no, it might be good.
The state statute is adopted, and we have the ordinance here that covers the state statute. So the documents are in front of us.
That's the actual language, or the, no,
The ordinance that we have in this packet, that is the ordinance that's in response to the state statute.
okay.
Yes.
Well, what I'm saying, we don't have to adopt it. We can just,
Well, if we don't adopt this ordinance, then there will be holes to where the wireless community agencies can put
I mean,
everything
maybe we
they want.
could put something, I mean, I don't know what would go there. I think land use would be involved with this too, right?
Not if it's in a municipality. Our right of ways are within a municipality, which many of the signals would be, they would have no say.
Okay. I'm just saying that we don't have to do anything just because the state does. The state says you gotta do it.
But in this case, we do.
And in this case, the state law requires us to adopt an ordinance within, I believe it's 30 days of the passage of the state law, or within 60 days, I forget what the time frame is. So we're required, per the state law, to adopt an ordinance. If not, the state law is going to apply regardless of whether we adopt the ordinance, and we're not going to get any of the protections that we have tried to put into the ordinance, because there's only so much we can do to protect the county with the way the ordinance is drafted based on the state law, but Jeff and his team has put together a pretty good ordinance, given the fact that the state law limits us significantly as to what we can adopt.
And what I was getting at is just because the state creates a law, doesn't mean that the county has to follow. That's my point. You know, I'm not, we're going to discuss this in the caucus and stuff before it gets to the county board. But the point I'm making is just because the state says something, doesn't mean that we have to follow. And that's an important thing to realize. Because if they want to ask you why not, cite precedent. There's a lot of precedent how county and local governments don't follow state law or federal law.
The county only has the authority given to us by the state. So if the state doesn't give us authority to do
But
something,
the state has things in their own statute that
if the law is that the county has no authority whatsoever to do anything unless it's given to the county, that's not just Will County, obviously all the counties, by the Constitution of the state of Illinois or by the legislature. So, and then there's some incidental authority that the counties have to act based upon what is given to the counties via the state law and via the Constitution. So you can't say that we can do whatever we want, because we can't. We don't. The authority any county has is limited based on that essential law, which is we can only do what we're allowed to do, what authority the state gives us, essentially. Okay, with regard to this particular statute, you have to remember that the lobby that's involved, or the industry that's involved, is the cellular telephone industry. And they're going to be pushing very hard to get what they want done. They've done that at the state level, and the state law, as Jeff said, originally was even harsher towards counties, and through various amendments, it's been made, the final version is less harsh. However, the state law also requires us to pass an ordinance within the time frame, and we're within the time frame to do that. If we don't pass the ordinance, then we're going to be limited on what we can do. We're basically not going to be, we're not going to then be able to utilize any of the benefits, and I'll call them benefits, that we were able to put in because we've got this, that this is what we're required to do, and there's some gray areas over here, say, where Jeff was able, and his staff was able to give us some leeway to help us. If the ordinance isn't passed, those aren't going to exist. Okay, so that little bit of help that we can get with the ordinance will not exist unless it's passed. That's what I'm trying to say.
You're saying something's better, no?
I'm saying whatever relief we can get, yes, is better than nothing, because without it, we don't get that relief, even though it makes us money. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, it's not the situation I would want us to be in, but the state has dropped us on our lap, and we're pretty much stuck with it, unfortunately.
Anybody else? Steve, is it mostly street lights and traffic signals, or will they put these things, or would it be our buildings also?
They could be buildings.
Could be buildings, okay.
And I'm guessing they could also just put up a flagpole or a tower or something, you know?
If they put up a flagpole or a tower, the wireless company,
Yeah.
that would have to be under a permit. They're talking about co-locating on some other municipal
So
structure.
just on a municipal or county structure.
Okay, is there any other public comment? Can you make a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion.
Second.
Have a roll call, please.
Village,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Parker, yes, Trainier,
Yes.
and Wyland.
Yes.
Public hearing has been closed.
Okay, we have an ordinance amending county code relative to wireless communication facilities. Right away, a new ordinance. Do we have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Any comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The resolutions, authorize a professional service agreement for right-of-way acquisition for several properties along Laraway Road. We have a motion to approve. Motion.
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 2, spending of motor fuel tax for right-of-way acquisition along Laraway Road. We have a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 3, professional service agreement for design engineering from Chaloa Group for 80th Avenue from 191st Street to 183rd Street. Have a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Any comment?
Yeah. Say that company name again. I'll give you 5 cents.
Chiorba?
Ciorba? It is Ciorba? Okay.
I couldn't tell if that was an I or an L.
Good as that.
Todd, I need to give you the large font up here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it mattered much to me. I still couldn't figure out what it was.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is design engineering phase 2 for Bell Road. We have a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Director of Transportation, any discussion?
Just 2 quick announcements. First being the closure of Gouger Road at the railroad crossing, north of Laraway Road. For those of you in the area, you probably see the signs that are closed starting next Monday. Week for railroad improvements done by the railroad. There will be a marked detour in place.
Okay.
And then lastly, there is an open house for the Hobart Road reconstruction of the diverging diagonal on 80, the bridge crossing. That's at Joliet Junior College, August 14th from 4 to 7 at the event center at JJC. So if anyone's interested in that project, the City of Joliet and Centerpoint will be putting on an open house.
Okay.
What's the, oh, it's 4 o'clock, I got it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. State's Attorney, any comments?
I have nothing else.
Okay. We've got several monthly reports, construction, maintenance. Any reports by committee members? Comments? No comments? I have no, any public comment? Okay.
Jeff, on the 95th Street extension, Kings Road, and I know this is the bowling site, so you may not know anything, but right where the Bolingbrook Road ends and the bridge starts, there were like some, what do you call it, horses with the lights, you know, up on the road. Do you know anything about it?
I believe, Ray, if your staff, they noticed some drainage structure problems that you did send us work with the Village of Bolingbrook to get those repaired, so those are probably out there.
Yeah, it was last week, I think. I don't know, but
I believe that's what it is.
I just wondered, since it was a brand new road, I'm like, what the heck?
A couple of rates had suddenly dropped, and those were just basically to keep those cars out of there.
Gotcha. Now I understand what you're saying.
Okay, we're under public comment. Pamela Boucher, you want to come down? You want to come to the podium? State your name, please.
Good morning. My name is Pamela Boucher. I reside at 17634 Bicentennial Drive, Elwood. That's Jackson Township. I'm here with a resolution from the Jackson Township Board, and it states, whereas there has been a request from residents to lower the speed limit as a safety precaution in support of a speed limit reduction on Ridge Road from Spangler to Manhattan Road in Jackson Township. Whereas the Jackson Township Board, including Township Supervisor, Township Clerk, Township Assessor, and Highway Commissioner, believe the current speed limit to be dangerous to Jackson Township residents both living in that area and traveling in that area. Whereas there are obstructed views when traveling on Ridge Road that cause a safety issue for those Jackson Township residents living along and traveling on Ridge Road. Now therefore it be resolved by the Township Supervisor and the Board of Trustees of Jackson Township, Will County, Illinois, that the support of the Township be made known in the reduction of the speed limit on Ridge Road between Spangler Road and Manhattan Road. And I have that signed document. And what this is in response with, and I'm going to back it up back to 2012. 2012, there was a traffic study because the residents in that area saw increased traffic. Ridge Road parallels Route 53 and Route 52. And we saw the increased traffic when we saw the warehouses being built. This traffic is from the employees that are coming through. So we don't always see the traffic on that road. There are specific times on that road that it is really bad. On that road, say between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., and again from say 3 to 7 p.m., we would see people just speeding through that area. In 2012, they did a study, and this board had approved a reduction of speed limit down to 45 miles an hour. However, that really didn't do much. We were still seeing people passing. I would slow down, or residents would slow down to turn into the streets, which is just a half-mile long. It's just a small subdivision, half-mile long, and then people would pass. And therefore, there wouldn't be any room left on the road. People who are walking, riding their bikes, you have to go down into the ditch, and there's such a steep drop-off that there really was nowhere to go. It was a very big safety issue. So that happened in 2012. I'm going to jump ahead to last year. And last year, it just had gotten so bad that I came in front of this committee, and I spoke on June 6th, and I have all my information in here. And Mr. Gould had come out, unfortunately he's not here today, but this process has taken time, and I understand my original goal was to get a stop sign on Spangler and Ridge Road, but I understand that can't happen because of the laws or the state statutes. You can't impede traffic like that. So anyway, I have been going to the Jackson Township committee meetings. What has happened since then is we do have striping, but unfortunately from Breen Road to Spangler Road, there's no striping because that's City of Joliet. So we go into Jackson Township, then we go into City of Joliet, and then when it hits our subdivision, our half-mile subdivision with 4 streets exiting out into this Ridge Road, there's this striping. But unfortunately, people are driving I know how fast they're going, because I follow them and I see how fast they're going. They don't slow down to 45 miles an hour. They never slow down to 45 miles an hour. Therefore, it's still leaving a very dangerous situation. Double lanes, or with the double lanes that are marked, does anybody pay any attention to that? No. So it's just such a short area. It's not policed, which I don't expect it to be policed. But anyway, I am here to keep this in the forefront. Jackson Township recognizes that it's a problem. The residents recognize it's a problem. And we would like any support from the county board. Be it a lower speed limit. I don't know that we could do the stop sign if we put that out in front of the county board, but it's only going to get worse. It's not just the trucks, and actually that's what inspired me to come. I was retired for a week and I had a semi drive around my small circle drive. It's maybe 12 houses and it's a closed circle, and I had a semi out there. So that's really what made me inspired. And I've had another one since then that I have on tape. And so anyway, thank you for your time. And again, I don't know what we can do as a group to help the situation. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Jeff, you'll look into that and contact Don and see what is in.
We have looked into it, and there's really not a lot of options available. We've done another speed study. The violation rates that she mentions, they do violate the speed limits. So lowering it will just simply increase the speed limits. So really it's an enforcement issue to get people to drive the speed limit in the first place. The trucks that are out there, the township has already got them weight posted. I don't remember what the weight limit is, but trucks should not be there. And we can't lower the speed limit any more than the speed studies. So we're kind of.
So it's pretty much up to the sheriff then, or is it the city?
Where they're located would be the sheriff. Now, up where she's mentioning up north, where it's not marked, right? That would be the city, so city enforcement could do something there.
And what was the deal with the stop sign?
You can't put in a stop sign as a traffic calming measure. So the stop sign isn't warranted, so you can't put one in.
What can you do as a traffic calming measure, other than maybe put up one of those things that says, this is how fast you're going, and we got a camera on your license plate?
That would be an option that the township commissioner could do.
Okay, and then can you do any sort of like rumble things or whatever? No speed tables, don't misunderstand me. I'm not talking about wrecking up anybody's car like we do in Bolingbrook on a regular occasion, but can we do anything like that just to kind of wake people up?
Well, that would be up to the commissioner's call. That's the road commissioner's road.
So
doing such things inherently causes liability issues.
Okay.
But that would be.
So they're just advising us of what they're doing at this point, because this isn't our road?
They're just reaching out for options, something. If there's anything that's a stone unturned, they're reaching out.
One of the things we do in Homer Glen on Mike Street, the only street probably in the whole city, they made it 20 miles an hour. So people that are going 25, you're kind of like let them go, I think. But if you go 26, you're getting a ticket. If you're going 30, you're getting 10 miles over. So that kind of put a stop to a lot of the speeding because everybody in the neighborhood was getting tickets. But in that case, anybody from outside the neighborhood's gonna start getting tickets, because you're lower the speed limit down substantially. The fines are high.
Yeah, but you're talking about a municipality that probably has home rule where they can do that. This is not an option here. We have to go by the speed studies. The speed studies don't warrant any lowering.
I'm talking about like in the township part. She was saying Jackson Township.
Now, the speed limits are set through the county board, and there's no authority to lower it below the speed studies.
So she should probably contact the sheriff a little more often and have them out there trying to get some surveillance.
Well, I would imagine they have, but
What about the township putting up one of those signs? I mean, they put one up every so often on Jennifer Lane where I live, the village does.
yeah.
You know, to say, speed limit's 25, you schmuck, why are you doing 36, you know?
That would be an option.
Does it work?
It's debatable.
We could put an empty sheriff car next to it.
One of those things you get at auction.
One with dark windows.
One we get at
I was
auction.
out last night on the street and there was a Bolingbrook cop car and it was running and the windows were all dark and I thought for sure somebody called the cops on me because I was out knocking on doors, you know. And you know my reputation in Bolingbrook. So I go right up to the cop car, I was going to introduce myself. Turns out there was nobody in the car. It was just sitting there, running. But you don't know that when you're just driving by. So, hey, maybe we got a use for them old sheriff vehicles, you know.
Okay, move on.
Could get a cardboard cutout.
I have no reports, no, there's no need for executive session? No. Okay. We have a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you.